Hello, we're going to go over questions 1 to 5 that appeared in the Foundation GCSE Paper 2 in summer 2017. I recommend pausing the video after the question is shown so you can try it yourself, then play the video again to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. This is question 1. There are 3 parts and they're all asking for us to simplify different algebraic expressions. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. For part A, we're asked to simplify 5p, take away 3p, add another p. So if we've got 5p and we take 3p away, we will have 2p. And when we add one more p, we will get 3p. Next, we're asked to simplify m cubed, add m cubed. We quite simply have 2m cubed. Finally, we're asked to simplify 10, add 3c, add 5d, take away 7c, add d. Here we need to group the like terms together. The only term without an unknown is 10, so we know we've got 10. And then we have 3c and take away 7c. This will give us negative 4c. And then we also have 5d, add d. This will give us 6d all together. So we need to add that 6d on as well. These first 2 parts are worth 1 mark. So you have to get the final answer of 3p and 2m cubed to get each of those marks. Part C is worth 2 marks. The first mark is available for either finding negative 4c or plus 6d. So for finding one of these parts, we get 1 mark. If you get the full final answer, you would get the second mark. This is question 2. It asks us to write 56.78 correct to one significant figure. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are available. Welcome back. When we round to one significant figure, we find that first significant figure. In this case, it's the 5 that represents 50. The number that follows will decide if we stick with 50 or if we move up to 60. As 6 is more than 5, we will round up and the answer is 60. This question is worth 1 mark and it's available for getting the answer correct. This is question 3. We're told a teacher asks the students in year 6 what type of transport they use to get to school. We're then given a dual bar chart that shows some of the results. The questions that follow are linked to the bar chart. Pause the video, attempt to answer the questions, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. Part A asks us, what is the most popular type of transport used by the boys? We can see that the boys are represented by the bars that are shaded grey, and the tallest bar is for walking. So the answer to part A is walk. We're then told 7 girls walk to school, and we're asked to show this information on the dual bar chart. So we're looking for walk, and we know that there are 7 girls that walk to school. So we need to add a bar that has a height of 7. The key tells us that the girls' bar needs to have stripes. We're then told more of the students get to school by car than by bus, and we're asked how many more. So we want to look at the total of students that go by car, and we can see that we've got a 5 and a 9, so we've got 14 altogether. And then if we look at the bus columns, we can see we've got a 6 and a 4, so we've got 10 altogether. So we can see that the difference between car and bus is 4. So the answer is 4. Part D, we're told that the number of students in year 5 is the same as the number of students in year 6. And we're asked, what is the total number of students in year 5 and year 6? At the start, we're told that the bar chart is showing the results for the students in year 6. So we can work out how many students there are in year 6. We have already worked out how many used car and how many used bus. If we do walk, we can see that there was a 9 and a 7, so we've got 16 in total. Cycle has 4 and 1, so we have 5 in total. And other has 2 and 1, so we've got another 3. If we add all of those up, 14, add 10, add 16, add 5, add 3, we will get a total of 48. We're told the number of students in year 5 is the same as the number of students in year 6. So the total number of students in year 5 and 6 will be 48, add 48, which is 96. Parts A, B and C are all worth 1 mark each. So you get the mark for answering walk. For part B, you get the mark for the correct bar with a height of 7. And part C, you get the mark for 4. Part D is worth 2 marks. The first mark is for finding out how many students there are in year 6. And the second mark for doubling this amount to find 96. This is question 4. We're given 4 fractions and we're asked to write these fractions in order of size. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. The easiest way to compare fractions is to make sure they all have the same denominator. So to do this, we want to change these fractions so that they have the same denominator. This means we are finding the equivalent fractions, which means we're not changing the value, but we're changing how they look, which will make it easier to compare. For these denominators, I can see that 2, 5 and 15 are factors of 30, which means I can change each of these fractions to have a denominator of 30. For 2/5, I can times top and bottom by 6. This one is already in 30ths. For this one, I can times by 15. And this one, I can times top and bottom by 2. I can now look at these fractions and just look at the numbers on the top. I can see that my smallest fraction is this 11/30. Next would be my 12/30, which originally was 2/5. Next would come 14/30, which is my 7/15. And finally, my 15/30, which was my half. This question is worth 2 marks. If you get the correct order, you get the full 2 marks. Otherwise, there is a mark for converting the fractions to have a common denominator. So that would be a mark here. This mark is available for getting at least 2 conversions correct. As well as converting all of the fractions to have a denominator of 30, you may have changed them to decimals or percentages. This would also give a mark if you got 2 of them correct. And to get the final mark, you have to put them in order. This is question 5. We're given a tally chart and we're also given a pictogram with questions attached to them. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. So we're told that David sells CDs in a shop. The tally chart shows information about the number of CDs David sold on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. In part A, we're asked to write down one thing that is wrong with the tally chart. We can see that using the tallies for Monday, we've got 5, 10, and then 11, 12, 13. These tallies add to 13, but we're given that the frequency is 12. So the one thing that's wrong with the tally chart is Monday is wrong. And we cannot add that the tally shows 13, but the frequency shows 12. They don't match. Next, we're told David drew this pictogram to show the information for Tuesday and Wednesday. And we're asked, write down one thing that is wrong with this pictogram. So using the key that this represents 3 CDs, this would suggest that we've got 5 times 3, which would be 15. This does not match up with the earlier tally chart suggesting there's 18. For Wednesday, this suggests that we've got 2 full CDs, which represents 6, and then half, which would be another 1.5. So this would represent 7.5 CDs sold. This isn't possible. We can't sell half a CD. It also does not match up with that there should be 8. Either of these comments are acceptable. I'm going to write half a CD is not possible. Both of these questions are worth 1 mark, so you get 1 mark for making a valid comment. I hope you found that helpful.